Welcome into Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, here brought to you by Breezer Construction Company, set for week 2 of Wildcats football tonight, back here at Rinks Stadium at Becker Field, as we're about 19 minutes or so away from opening kick tonight between Wilmington and Manteno. Wildcats come into tonight's game at 1-0 on the year, off a week 1 victory over Ottawa. Manteno comes in at 0-1 after losing week 1 to their rival Peatone, and sets up what should be an interesting night tonight. Manteno is now without their last 2 long-standing quarterbacks that they had at the school. Ryan Sample was there a number of years ago. He went on to Olivet for a couple of years, and they had a quarterback again the last few years that was really good too. And then all of a sudden they're gone, and Manteno has to kind of regroup a little bit and see what they can come up with. And week 1, it was a little bit rough for them. I understand 2 or 3 fumbles early, and that's kind of what led to that snowball effect for Peatone, and it doesn't get any easier tonight for Manteno on the road at Wilmington.
Well, once they get started downhill like that, it usually gets away from you pretty quick, and unfortunately for Manteno last week, that's exactly what happened. I was wondering, I expected this year maybe there would be a lot of passing, but it's not. It's a running team. Now I know why. They're lost the 2 quarterbacks and they're starting all over again.
I mean, they'll throw it from time to time, but it's definitely not the same spread passing attack you see in the past. Now, they'll still spread it out, but they do a lot of run option stuff out of that spread offense. So be kind of interesting to see how all that goes together tonight. Big thank you to Breezer Construction Company for sponsoring Wilmington Wildcats Weekly each and every week this year during the 2017 football campaign. And a big thank you to the rest of our sponsors that you'll hear from along the way, as well as we get 2017 season kind of underway and rolling here. And for Wilmington, they have a lot of home games. Even the road games are home games. So
yeah, that's true.
It's an interesting year shaping up for the Wildcats. And week 1 was a little different for them. Sophomore quarterback. They moved the quarterback from last year to wingback. A lot of new faces everywhere on lines and defense and everywhere else. But week 1, not too bad against a down Ottawa squad, but still a much larger school and a good opponent to have in that first week of the year.
I was quite impressed with the first game last week with all the new faces in very important places, and the brand new quarterback on the team as well. And took the quarterback and put him in running back, and they showed themselves very well. They had a couple times when they got some lapses and a couple things happened, but overall the Wildcats last week they played like a midseason team for most of the time. So that was quite good. I'm sure Coach Rinks was quite pleased with it.
Well, we get set for our first break of the day here from Wilmington Wildcats Weekly. We got about a 4.5-minute interview or so with Coach Rinks. We'll get to that in just a little bit. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll break down some scores from around the area from last week and look at your schedule for the upcoming night tonight all around the area, including the Interstate 8. We'll do that in just a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you each and every week by Breezer Construction Company here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Back here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly as we get set for Week 2 football here from Reed Stadium at Becker Field. Manteno in to take on the Wildcats here tonight. We'll go through some of your scores from last week. First and foremost, Manteno coming in off a 41-13 loss to Piatone, and as we said, Piatone managed to force 3 real quick turnovers, and then it turned into Piatone points, and that was pretty much it. And that ended up being kind of a whitewash as Piatone wins at 41-13. Other scores, Wilmington last week, 35-20 over Ottawa. You heard that game right here on the network. Other scores in the I-8, Herscher 52-7 over Momence. Wow. Johnsburg beat Plano 70-0. I mean, that's a score that'll make you go, oh,
that's getting a licking right there.
Streeter defeated East Peoria 40-6. Westmont gets a win over Chicago Lakeview 19-6. Immaculate Conception knocks off Bishop Mack in a 3A game 43-7. Holy smokes. Other I-8 matchups. Coal City a 40-0 winner over Braidwood. Lyle 27, Sandwich 26 in Week 1. Seneca defeated Dwight 14-6. Morris a 56-0 winner over Chicago DuSable. And JCA 34-27 over Geneva. That's a rundown of some area scores. Matchups going on around the I-8 here tonight. Herscher will go over to take on Clifton as they hit the road to take on Clifton. Herscher at 1-0, Clifton at 0-1. Sandwich at 0-1 hosts Richmond Burton at 1-0. Braidwood at 0-1 will go to Clinton tonight. Clinton also 0-1. Seneca at 1-0 on the year will host Dupo at 0-1. I have no idea who that is, but okay. Coal City will host Lyle tonight. Both of those teams are at 1-0 on the year. Plano at 0-1 will go and play at Harvard tonight, who is also 0-1. Piatone at 1-0 will host Streeter at 1-0. Westmont at 1-0 will host Chicago Tech, who is 0-1 on the year. And Morris at 1-0 will go to Washington to take on a 1-0 Washington team in what could be a really good Week 2 matchup.
Yeah.
Washington has had a fairly strong program over the years, and that could be maybe the game of the week out of that list. Washington has put together some good years. So
that would be a fun game to watch. That's 2 pretty good teams.
By the way, while we have a minute here, some alumni playing for Wilmington around the area. I went down and watched Olivet play the other night, their opening game against Kansas Wesleyan, and saw Mason Southall play a series of quarterback for Olivet. Only one series. There was a starter there, but he came in and played a series there. Owen Weaver is a walk-on, and he's redshirting at Northern Illinois University this year. Alex Hatton is trying to be the kicker. I believe it's St. Ambrose. And forgive me if I don't list everyone because I don't have the entire list in front of me. I'm just kind of running off the ones that I do know. And, of course, there's plenty of other Wilmington athletes playing football around the area as well. So I'm just mentioning the ones that I can think of. So it was nice seeing Mason get a series of quarterback down at Olivet last week. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to our interview with Coach Jeff Rinks. We'll do that here in just a moment, and then we'll have kickoff for Wilmington and Manteno in just about 10 minutes right here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. Welcome back here to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Joined once again by the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Rinks. And Coach, a good week one, a real young team on your end coming out against a much larger school and some physical play on that side of the ball. And a little bit of growing pains here and there, but you come out with the victory in week one and a chance to get the season off on the right foot.
Yeah, no, it was a big game for us. I thought our kids matured a lot throughout the game. Give credit to Ottawa; they're a hard-hitting team, big team, played us very physical. So I thought our kids responded well. We had a lot of turnovers. We gave up some big plays, but for game one, I'll take it. Real good to get our feet on the ground and get this team together and get them moving through their season. But real happy with the win.
It's very interesting putting this group together. You know, we talked in the pregame last week about moving some pieces around, and of course, Hopwood being there at quarterback as a sophomore, and Dempsey moving to that wingback position, and a lot of new faces that might have been in the program before,
Right.
but we haven't seen a lot, at least at the varsity level. And seeing them come out and kind of learn that game from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, that's an interesting progression.
Yeah, I think it proves something to themselves, and they prove something as a team to come together as a team and play well. So I was happy with the kids, happy what they did. I think they grew from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, and hopefully we can keep that going against Manteno.
Well, Manteno, speaking of which, had a little bit of a rough one with Piatone, a couple of early turnovers that kind of sparked things rolling. And they're kind of in the same situation, too, with a whole bunch of new guys. And you know how that is when you get 2 or 3 or 4 up there on the board and you're trailing by 14 or 21 points. That's awfully tough to convince that group to kind of rally and get it together in week one.
Yeah, it really is. I think they're a lot like us with being young, and then they had some turnovers, and it just started snowballing on them. And Piatone's a really good team. I talked about that last week, about who I thought was going to be really good from the small division. And Piatone came out, and they really got on him quick. And it was tough for Manteno to recover. I got a feeling we're going to see a very good Manteno team coming into our place. They got something to prove. They're a very good program, so I look for a great game on Friday.
You know, the interesting thing, too, I know we don't spend a lot of time talking about that lower level, but the fresh soft game on Friday, that's a real good showing from that lower level from you guys.
It really was. We weren't sure, how we were going to be able to handle Ottawa. Our kids came out, played physical, and played really well. And, boy, you look at that as a head coach of a program, and it gets you excited. It gets you excited to see those kids play. Coach Languish, Coach Bolser, Bushnell, Coach Allred, those guys doing a great job down there. Coach Fritz, I'm really happy with them.
Now, the I-8 in general, and you mentioned Manteno being one of those teams to look at. How about that Plano score? 70-0 to Johnsburg? I never thought I'd see that day.
No, I know Plano loses a lot of kids, and Johnsburg's lost a lot of kids from their state runner-up, but obviously something happened there. I'm sure it was the turnovers, and things started snowballing there. But, no, that's a tough one, and I'm sure – every coach after game one, good or bad, has a lot of things to work on. Obviously, Plano has a little bit, just like we do. But no, that score did surprise me.
And the other one, too, I was anticipating Reed Custer to come out and be competitive this year. I thought that program was taking some strides. But 40-0 in Coal City week one. And again, maybe that's some week one things and trying to figure some things out as a program. But that was an interesting score, too.
No, it really was. I have heard, I don't know this for sure, but I think Reed Custer might have been missing some kids due to whether it was discipline or something. Okay. And so I don't know if they had a full team there, but still, it does say something. Coal City looks to be a very good team. And I look for Reed Custer to bounce back when they get those kids back. So I think you're on the right page that I think Reed Custer is going to be heard from before the season's over.
And lastly here tonight, Coach, I know week one, hopefully injuries aren't too big of a problem just yet, but anything there we should be looking out for?
Sammy Hafner's shoulder came out and went back in real quick. We've been watching that during the week, but he's practiced all week. Hopwood's ankle, I don't know if you remember, he hurt it in the Purple-White night, but he was able to make it through the game, and he's a lot better this week. So knock on wood, we're pretty good.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. Again, we'll talk to you in the postgame.
All right, John. Thanks, buddy.
That's Coach Jeff Rinks joining us here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Take one more break. We'll come back, get you set for opening kick tonight between Manteno and Wilmington right here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Rinks goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small, family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Back here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Big thank you to Breezer for once again stepping up to the plate and sponsoring Wilmington Wildcats football here on the Christian Internet Sports Network this year. 2.5 minutes away from opening kick here tonight. Manteno down in numbers, at least in the varsity squad. From what I saw, they only had about 23, 24 dressed out, which for Manteno is way down in numbers.
Yeah, that was a little surprising.
Wilmington's number is a little bit of a dip this year, too, but sometimes that's just because of the girl-to-guy ratio in classes. I mean, sometimes you got more, sometimes you got less, and at a small school, it just kind of is what it is.
Yeah, it's about the size of it. You got to make do with what you got.
So the run through out to about the 30-yard line or so here tonight. Not quite as big of a crowd as what normally gathers out here. It's still decent size, but not the massive crowds that we've seen from time to time. Of course, this matchup doesn't really carry as much weight with it, especially with Manteno losing last week.
Here comes the Harleys in. A good many here, but you're right. It's not as big as some nights, though. But nevertheless, it's a fairly good size.
I will tell you, for the first 2 weeks of the year, it's been beautiful for football.
Oh, boy.
Usually it's blazing hot or humid or something. It's been unbelievable.
We have had the best summer weather this August that I can ever remember, I think.
Well, we get set for the Wildcats to come down the hill here as the Harleys into the end zone, a good dozen deep or so, and get a decent-sized run through tonight as well. And, of course, it'll take a few weeks before it gets dark enough for those for the fireworks to really take effect, but you'll have those tonight as well. So the Harleys rev, and the Wilmington Wildcats will come down through their run-through and have some fireworks shooting off in the distance as well as we get set for football tonight from Wilmington High School. Well, once again, one of the best entrances in all of high school football is the Cats take the field.
Every week it's fantastic. You come every time, and every time it's just as exciting as it was the time before.
So the Cats will get set for football here tonight as Manteno. Boy, when I say down in numbers, I don't even know if Manteno has enough to go two ways.
I don't.
I mean, if you really needed to, I don't think they might just barely have 22.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They don't have very many. I didn't bother counting them, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So Wilmington tonight in their all-purple uniforms once again with white letters, the white paw print on one side of the helmet and the white number on the other side. Yeah. Manteno tonight will be in their white jerseys with purple pants, purple helmets, and purple numbers with the big block letter M on the side of those helmets. One thing about Wilmington and Manteno, you get a lot of purple when these two schools get together.
I think they've either got 23 or 24 dressed out. I think one or two might be hurt, but I mean a few hurt ones, but dressed out, I think about 23, 24.
Well, I can't even see who's back deep for Manteno because his jersey's so scrunched up that I'll have to catch it as we go here.
Is it the quarterback, number 10? Certainly not.
I don't think so, but I can't. It is a 0, I think, but I can't make out the other number back there. In any case, the ball will be teed up at the 40. Wilmington kicking off left to right here tonight as Trey Shaw will do the honors for the Cats. Boy, beautiful weather here tonight. Decent crowd. And we get week 2 underway. Short kick taken up at the 25-yard line by Stevie Silva across the 35 and out to the 37. There on the tackle is Matt Alexander for the Wildcats. Well, it's interesting this year. Manteno no longer with those back-to-back quarterbacks that they had over the last number of years. The quarterback for the Panthers will be 5'10", 180-pound senior Brandon Steele. And they will still work out of the shotgun quite a bit, but Steele will hand that ball off just as much as he'll throw it here tonight. To his left in the backfield is Stevie Silva, and he is the lone back to join Steele. Trips receivers to the far side, one to the near. And Steele will keep it himself, goes up the sideline across the 50 to the 40 to the 30. Steele is going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. One play, one score.
Wow. Is that a shock?
That is a 63-yard touchdown run by Brandon Steele, one play in.
Well, they were shocked last week by a couple unusual plays. Now Wilmington turned and got shocked this time.
Well, that happened ridiculously fast. We are 16 seconds into the opening quarter, and Manteno leads at 6-0. Well, you know, we said last week this is a very young Wilmington team, and they're seeing, again, a little bit different style offense with that almost quarterback option or quarterback read. And one play, one touchdown. And the kick here is good by Caleb Boudreau. So 16 seconds into the opening quarter, and Manteno leads at 7-0 over Wilmington. We'll take a break, come back with more Wildcats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials too online at racchettis.net. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Racchetti's. Well, the kickoff and then one play later, and Manteno's in the end zone. A 63-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Brandon Steele. Kickoff here, return left to right, out to the 38-yard line for Wilmington by Jacob Rodewald. As the Cats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 38. Once again, the Cats led by sophomore quarterback, 6'1", 158-pound Keaton Hopwood, who did a nice job last week. Still has some growing pains to go through a little bit here. We saw a couple of those last week and failing to get the ball away on being sacked and a couple of overthrows, but he's got a lot of room to grow, that's for sure. Handoff comes near side across the 40 out to the 42-yard line by Matteo Lombardi. A gain of 4 yards, bring up 2nd and 6 for Wilmington. One thing about Keaton is I like the way he keeps his composure under center. He takes command of the huddle. Gets out there, uses his feet a little bit. I think over the next 3 years, you'll really see him develop into a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Handoff goes to the fullback. This is Jones banging ahead, almost breaking free across the 50 and down to the 46-yard line.
Wow.
A gain of 12 yards for Josh Jones. And a first down to the Manteno 46-yard line.
Well, he came through there like a charging bull.
And he is a load to bring down. I mean a load. On the way, of all people I thought I would see here tonight, I never thought I'd see David Nelson walking up the steps.
Really? It is.
Not that anyone out there listening is going to have any clue who that is, but back to the double wing here for the Cats. Hopwood under center. 1st and 10 from the 46. Hopwood's going to keep it. I don't know what happened there, but that got blown up in a hurry. I'm not sure if he was supposed to give it to the wingback or what. He faked the handoff to Jones, and then the whole thing just got blown up. Loss of about 2, close to 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 13. That was just an odd-looking play.
Yeah, I wonder if somebody missed the call or something. Or Manteno was coming with the whole front line. Was not a place for him to duck and hide.
2nd down and 13 for Wilmington. Back to the double wing again from the Manteno 49. Dempsey and Lombardi, the wingbacks. Handoff goes to Dempsey, trying to get around the left side, and he's not going to get there. Got maybe a yard. Boy, that's really good pursuit from the Manteno Panthers. Shane Warren, Keeman Rodriguez out there to wrap him up. A gain of a couple. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
Good pursuit by the defense that time. Also, when he got the handoff, I think because of the penetration of the defense, he had to take a step back, step deeper when he's circling around and coming around on the left end, and that cost him.
3rd down and 11, 9:20 to go opening quarter. Cats have it at the 47 of Manteno. Back to the double wing again. Hopwood hands it off to Jones, and that's going to go next to nowhere, maybe a yard. Bring up 4th. I guess if you want to be generous, you can give them 2, make it 4th and 9.
Good solid defense by Manteno. They gave up the one run of 12 yards to Jones. Other than that, pretty solid.
So Wilmington will be forced to punt it away here with 8:45 to go in the first quarter. Of course, Wilmington always comes up to the line and works through a formation here to see if the defense will actually match the receivers that split out. Every now and then somebody forgets. Looks like this time around Wilmington will just punt it away. Good snap. And the kick here is shorter, but Imhoff's punt will roll inside the 25. In fact, all the way down inside the 20 to the 18. So Imhoff does his job. Gets the ball down inside the 20. And Manteno will take over there, 1st and 10. Manteno has had one play tonight. That's it. A 63-yard touchdown run for Brandon Steele. And I mean, that happened in a hurry.
Boy, did it ever.
$8:18 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Manteno. They have the ball back again. So again, out of the shotgun is Steele, and to his left is Stevie Silva. Steele going to keep it again. This time we'll get a yard, maybe 2. Tackle made on the play by Wilmington's number 54, who, again, I don't think they ever added him to any of these programs because I certainly don't have it. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9. So 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Out of the gun is Steele, 1 receiver in motion, and that should be a false start. And Will on the near side. Shane Warren took off down the field, and that will back Manteno up 5 yards. Make it now 2nd and 14 for the Panthers.
Your mysterious number 54 is not in the fall sports program either.
And I don't think he's in the sophomore program either, so I'm not 100% sure who that is. So again, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Out of the gun again is Steele with drops back, now swings it right side. That pass caught but going to go nowhere. Caught by Anthony Lopez, but Jacob Rodewald steps up and drops him. Matter of fact, right about the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd and 14, so no gain on that pass play. And if you're Manteno, you want to be real careful right here.
Yeah.
Again, 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Steele out of the gun with Silva to his left out of the set.
What's this?
Down to 6:50 to go in the quarter. Steele trying to scramble, and that's going to go nowhere. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. It'll bring up 4th down and 14, and Manteno's going to be forced to punt as Sam Hafner makes the stop for Wilmington. Much better for the Wildcats defense that time around.
His first carry had 63-yard average, and since then he's down to 21-yard average.
So Jacob Rodewald back deep for the Cats at the 47 of Manteno. Good snap here. And the kick by Caleb Boudreau takes a bounce and will kick sideways and is down at the 46 of the Panthers. Well, let's see what the Wildcats can do offensively here. It was an interesting first set of downs for the Cats, and they managed to get the ball moved forward a little bit, and then Hopwood had that weird exchange thing going on.
Yeah.
And some odd things there.
That weird exchange there put them behind the woodshed, and they never were able to come back out of that. Let's see what they can do with their second possession.
So back to the double wing for the Cats. In motion is Dempsey, and everybody jumps. By the way, I think Coach Rinks said Blake Geis is the one who came up with that. Hopefully I'm giving credit to the right person. Last week during that game to get the ball closer inside the red zone against Ottawa, that little stop motion from Dempsey where he takes a couple steps and then comes back. It worked then and it worked again here. 1st down and 5 for Wilmington from the 41-yard line. Again, back to the double wing. And the pitch comes back to Dempsey inside the 45. Broke a tackle, broke another tackle. Inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. That will be a gain of 8 for Connor Dempsey. And a Wilmington 1st down to the 33 of Manteno. Just kind of watching things here tonight, I think this is just one of those things where it's kind of an inevitability for Manteno. Because I just cannot see them being able to stop Wilmington long term in the run game. Maybe the first quarter or so, but as the night wears on, I just don't see it. Dempsey inside the 35, down inside the 30, turns to the 29-yard line as he moves the pile forward. That'll be a gain of about 4 more yards. Stop made on the play by Manteno's Stevie Silva. Bring up 2nd down and 6.
All right. You like to see that 4, 5, 6 yards of play that Wilmington is known for getting. They get down the trenches and they just blow their way right on through. You know what they're going to do, but they say just try to stop us.
So again, back to the double wing. Hopwood drops back to pass, fires it right side incomplete. There's really not a whole lot there to work with. I think a couple of receivers ran into each other and one fell down. Hopwood got laid out on the play by Jimmy Silva. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Okay, here we go.
So 3rd down and 6 here. Pitch back to Lombardi, and he gets inside the 25, down near the 23. This will be close to a Wilmington 1st down. Not sure if he's quite there or not, but he's going to be close to it. So I'll bring up 1st down and 10 from the 23 as they do end up giving him the 1st down.
Very, very patient running again, following his blockers. He did get the 1st down, so I like the way he changed directions about halfway through the run and got behind his other blocker, got those added 3 yards or so and got a 1st down.
So first down and 10. Pitch comes near side as this gets turned ahead inside the 25, down near the 20. Pick up about 3 for Matteo Lombardi. Actually give them closer to 4 by the time they spot that. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. The ball inside the Manteno 25. We give credit to the Panthers as they're making Wilmington earn it, but the Cats are just consistently picking up yards in the ground. First and 10 from the 24. Again, back to the double wing. And the handoff went to Josh Jones, the fullback, and he'll pick up a yard or 2. That's about it. Nice job middle of that line from Manteno by Todd Odell, 5'9", 235-pound senior. Well, it definitely hasn't been, churning out huge yardage.
Nope. Manteno is giving up very grudgingly.
3rd down and 4 for the Cats. Ball down to the 17-yard line. Pitch back to Dempsey inside the 15. Down near the 12. Picks up 4, close to 5, and another first down for Wilmington.
Down, Wildcats!
And again, if you're Wilmington, this is the game plan you want to follow.
That's exactly what Coach expects.
Churn out yardage, just keep getting first down after first down, and end up in the end zone.
Key to this is don't make mistakes. Like the first possession.
1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 12 of Manteno. Again, back to the double wing, Lombardi and Dempsey. And we've got another flag down. And again, Dempsey stopping that motion. And it is offsides. Boy, that Dempsey going in motion, that's now 3 times they've used that stop motion. Once last week, twice this week, and it's worked every single time. Of course, somebody's going to pick up on that on film after a while, and then it'll probably stop working. But for now, it's working.
Use it while you can.
1st and 5. The ball down just inside the 8-yard line. And again, Dempsey in motion. Pitch back to Connor inside the 5. And that's going to be a gain of 2.5 or so. You can call it 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 3, either one, I think. It's about right at 2.5 yards.
Yeah, pretty close. Where are they at? The 5-yard line. Okay.
So 2nd down, we'll call it a short 3 from the 5. Again, back to the double wing. Dempsey gets the pitch again inside the 5. Connor toward the goal line. Is he in? He is. Touchdown from the far side official. And Wilmington will be within 1 point of tying this up. Connor Dempsey on a 5-yard touchdown run. And that will bring in Trey Shaw to attempt the extra point. But good-looking drive from Wilmington offensively, just churning up yards.
That's exactly what coaches expect. It's just exactly what the Wildcats are used to doing.
Get 5 here, and sooner or later you're in the end zone.
Stay within yourself and have success.
Good snap from Jones, good hold from Golson, and the kick is good by Trey Shaw. So we're all tied up at 7 with 2:14 to go opening quarter. Take a break, come back with more Wildcats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. All tied up at 7, 2:14 to go opening quarter. And the kick left to right here for the Cats, taken down at the 25-yard line, across the 30 and out to the 35. And I believe that's Hayden Crawford on the return for Manteno. And it will give the Panthers a 1st and 10 at the 35.
33-yard line.
Well, it's a real good drive from Wilmington to answer eventually after that quick scoring drive from Manteno to start out this game. They're actually going to put the ball down at the 34-yard line. Manteno will start up there, 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Out of the gun is Steele with Silva to his right. Steele going to go to that right side across the corner, 35, 40, 45, and finally shoved out of bounds.
Boy, that was a good run. He's fast.
So Brandon will pick up 11 yards, and Manteno 1st down if that's where they're going to spot the ball, but we have an illegal shift. I didn't even see that flag.
Oh.
Where'd the flag even come from? I don't remember
I don't know.
seeing it anywhere, but there's an illegal shift on Manteno. That will wipe out an 11-yard run by Steele. Those are the things you can't have if you're Manteno and you're going to stick around in this game. You cannot
No, you can't.
give up free yards or get penalized, either one. Trips receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. Steele will be out of the gun with Silva to his left. In fact, they might swing it around here. We'll see. Actually, Silva will be to his right this time around. 1st and 15 from the 29 of Manteno. And again on the keeper, out across the 35 to the 39-yard line goes Steele. A gain of 10 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Panthers.
We're going to have to key him, Mr. Steele. He's quick, and he doesn't have to bother hand the ball off because he runs it himself. He's got a fast takeoff. He's like 0 to 60 in 0.3 seconds.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 5. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Again, out of the gun is Steele. Silva to his right. Steele fakes the handoff. He'll keep it again.
Nobody over there again.
And now a huge gain across midfield down to the 40 of Wilmington. And that'll be 21 more for Brandon Steele. Well, somebody somewhere along the line is going to have to keep an eye on Brandon Steele.
Yeah, he's running wild
He's
right
a
now.
one-man wrecking crew. And I'm not too sure what anybody else at Manteno can do, but it doesn't matter at the moment because he's doing it all.
Yeah. He seemed like a step quicker than anybody on Wilmington so far.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the Wildcats 40. Down to 1 minute to go in the first quarter, all tied up at 7. Silva to the right of Steele this time around. Steele's pass caught inside the 40. This could go for a touchdown. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Manteno.
Wow.
Well, there's a 40-yard touchdown pass. And it's 13-7 Manteno, pending the extra point. Well, this has been
Who caught that?
a jailbreak defensively for the Cats. I think it was Shane Warren who had that. Extra point upcoming here for Caleb Boudreau. Good snap, good hold. The kick by Boudreau is good, and it's 14-7 Manteno. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more Cats football in just a moment.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
.46 seconds to go in the first quarter. A 14-7 lead for Manteno. And the approach here is a bouncer down to the 35, picked up across the 40 and out to the 42-yard line goes the return for Wilmington. That is Cameron Harbor. And the Cats will take back over 1st and 10 from their own 42. Well, so far Wilmington has shown no signs of slowing down Manteno, and I don't think Manteno can stop Wilmington in the long run here.
Only difference is that Manteno scores quickly and Wilmington takes a while to get down there.
1st and 10 for the Cats at their own 42-yard line. Again, back to the double wing. Lombardi and Dempsey are the wing backs. Josh Jones in there at fullback. And the handoff goes to Jones up the middle, and he'll get out across the 45 to the 46. A gain of 4 yards.
The Manteno defense has been fairly good. Now, they grudgingly gave up the touchdown, but they fought it off pretty hard, and they're making Wilmington work for their points.
2nd down and 6 for the Cats from their own 46-yard line. And there's the stop motion again, and again, Manteno moves.
He didn't even have enough time to stop that time. They jumped as soon as he moved.
Well, that's now 3 times that's worked in the first quarter. Bring up 2nd down and a yard as they will wind the clock, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, been a lot of action in quarter number 1. Manteno leads at 14-7 over Wilmington. Take a break, come back with more Cats football here in quarter number 2 in just a moment.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
Manteno Lombardi on the carry gets across midfield all the way down inside the 25-yard line. In fact, he might have gotten as far as the 20. And that will be a gain of 32 yards for Manteno Lombardi all the way down to the 19 of Manteno. Wilmington ran a pitch to the outside and around the end of Manteno's defense, and that's something that Wilmington doesn't do very often. I guarantee you that took the Panthers by surprise.
Yeah, that was not your bread and butter stuff from Wilmington, but that's just what they needed.
1st and 10 for the Cats on the 19 of Manteno. Again, back to the double wing. Hopwood hands it off to, I believe it's Jones, who turns ahead and still gets a decent gain out of it. Pick up 3 yards. Tell you what, Keaton does a nice job of carrying out those fakes afterwards, too, because I can't tell who he's giving the ball off to.
Yeah, he usually gets a hand on him, hit or a partial tackle after he hands his ball off. He does enough drawing the defense to himself. Very nice job.
Second down and a long 6 here for Wilmington. Back to the double wing again from the 16-yard line. Again, Manteno moves in the stop, but not far enough. Dempsey churning ahead. Not a whole lot of room in there.
That time the defense stayed put on that little fake.
As Connor will pick up a couple of yards, make a 3rd and 4 for Wilmington here from the 13-yard line of Manteno. Third down and 4 for Wilmington here from the 13. Pitch comes back to Dempsey inside the 10, and Connor churns ahead. He'll pick up at least 6, and it'll be a Wilmington first down. Mark this ball inside the 8-yard line of Manteno. Down to 10 minutes to go in the half. 14-7 is the lead for Manteno. Wilmington knocking on the door again, though. So first and goal from the 8. Back to the double wing again. In motion is Dempsey. He'll stop and get reset. Pitch back to Lombardi off the right side. Mateo inside the 5, and will get wrapped up around the 4-yard line. So like I said before, Manteno is doing a decent job defensively, but they're giving up enough yardage that Wilmington just consistently moves down the field.
Give an estimate of how many yards he got in that carry.
Got about 4 there. It'll leave Wilmington with a 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Down to 9:15 to go in the half.
Yeah, you're right. The Wildcats have been consistent.
Pitch back to Dempsey inside the 5. Got hit in the hole, but spun off of that down inside the 2, maybe to the 1. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from there. He got stuck right in the hole, but just kept pushing forward. So it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line for Wilmington. Down to 8:45 to go in the half. Again, double wing with Lombardi and Dempsey. Dempsey gets the pitch, and he will score off the left side. Connor Dempsey in for the touchdown. 14-13, the lead now for Manteno. 8:36 to go in the half. And Trey Shaw on to attempt the extra point here for Wilmington.
It's kind of with Wilmington, it's not a question of whether they're going to score, it's a question of how long. Now the question is, can they stop Manteno? Here's the extra point try.
Extra point here by Shaw, and it hits the upright. So it will stay 14-13. Manteno with 8:36 to go in the half. Take a break. Back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Rinks goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
14-13 is the lead for Manteno. 8:36 to go in the half, as Wilmington will get set to kick it off here. Trey Shaw has it set up at the 40, kicking right to left. We'll see if the Wilmington defense can make a stop. So far tonight, there hasn't been a whole lot of that on either side. Kick taken at the 23-yard line. On across the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and finally shoved out of bounds is Shane Warren on the near side. Well, again, Wilmington giving up a big play. And it's down to the Cats' 49-yard line, and the way Manteno has put up first half yardage, actually going to put it down to the 48. This might not be in who can make a stop before this night is over to figure out who's going to win.
I tell you, their runners are very quick and very shifty. Speaking of quarterback Hopwood and, excuse me, went the wrong side here. That's not good. Steele.
So Steele and Silva in the backfield. Receiver in motion is Warren across to the far side. Steele's going to keep it again, and he's got all kinds of room around the outside. Inside the 40, down to the 38, maybe the 39 of Wilmington. So that'll pick up 9 more yards for Steele and bring up 2nd and 1.
They're going to have to figure out something to do with that pass receiver out there and pulling the defensive end out.
Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. As Steele will take the shotgun snap, rolls right side, looking downfield, tries to scramble away inside the 40, down to the 35, to the 30, tried to make a move to get around the outside contain man. That was Lombardi on the far side, and Lombardi finally drops him, but not before another big gain of 18 yards for Brandon Steele, and 1st and 10 for Manteno from the 21 of Wilmington.
They're doing this shifting stuff when they're running. They shift and fake one way and go the other way, and Wilmington's biting on the first break every time, and they're heading the wrong direction. They're tackling nothing but thin air.
1st and 10 for Manteno from the 21 of Wilmington. Receiver in motion from far side to near. Steele going to keep it inside the 20.
There's a flag.
Down near the 17, but there is a flag down and a legal shift on Manteno. So that will back it out to the 26-yard line and bring up 1st and 15 for Manteno. The clock rolls down to 7:30 to go in our opening half.
Hey, what? They're hard to tackle. No, you can get either Warren or Steele. Either one of them are very shifty.
2 receivers to either side. In motion to the near side is Warren. Snap back to Steele, trying to go right side, and that's going to be dropped at the 24-yard line. Good pursuit by Wilmington defensively, by Connor Dempsey. Also Mason Van Dyne in there for the Cats. Bring up 2nd down and 13 off a gain of 2 for Manteno.
Wow.
Well, if you're Wilmington, there are definitely some defensive adjustments that need to be made at halftime.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what you do about the tackling part of it.
I'm not particularly sure about that, but I know you can do something about him and the outside contain. I mean, there's got to be something there. There's just way too much open territory on either side. Trips receiver to the far side, one to the near. Out of the gun is Steele. It goes right up the gut down to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up close to 5.
About 4 yards, yeah.
bring up third down and about 9 for Manteno.
Yeah, he took that snap, step back like a step or two, like he was going to pass it, shifted the ball in his hands. Then all at once he dove forward and very quickly got his 4 yards.
And one thing about the Panthers here, they're taking their time, using some clock, and this is going to end up being delay of game if they don't take a timeout here pretty quick. And there is the timeout right before delay of game. And Manteno will take their first time out of the half. 14-13, they lead it. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Panthers out of this timeout. 5:39 to go in the half. Take a break. Back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
3rd down and 9 out of the timeout. Steele out of the gun, and we have a flag down and offsides on Wilmington. Well, that's definitely not the penalty you want to pick up because they didn't even have to run a play. So it goes from 3rd and 9 to 3rd and 4.
Now that makes it very, very makeable now.
From the Wilmington 15-yard line. So 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Out of the shotgun is Steele. 1 receiver in motion coming across as Steele will take the snap.
Another flag.
Tries to go left side, stiff arms, tries to get to corner and does. Down inside the 10. Down near the 7-yard line. There is a flag down on the 15. If this play stands, it would be a first down for Manteno. See what illegal shift on Manteno again. That's been a lot of illegal shifts tonight for the Panthers. So it goes from 3rd and 4 to back out to 3rd and 9 with 5:32 to go in the half. And again, Wilmington has shown little or no ability to stop this Manteno offense. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. On the gun is Steele. And 1 receiver goes to the far side. Pass over the middle, incomplete. That goes right through the hands of the intended receiver, and that would have been a first down for Anthony Lopez. And we'll bring up 4th down and 9 for the Panthers.
We might just try that again.
Well, I wouldn't be against it at this point, I don't think.
That was pretty much wide open. All you got to do is get your receiver to latch onto the ball.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Steele will be out of the gun again with Silva to his right. 4th and 9 from the 19-yard line of Wilmington. Swing pass out the far side, incomplete. That pass was way too tall for Shane Warren, and Wilmington will take over on downs.
He almost pulled it down, almost knocked it down where you get it. But a good defensive play by Wilmington knocking him down.
I don't know, but part of me says if you have the ball at 3rd and 9, you're going to go for it on 4th down. Why don't you just run the ball at 3rd or 4th downs? They haven't stopped anything.
Yeah,
Wilmington's defense hasn't, so why don't you just keep running it?
Good question. I don't know.
So 1st and 10 for Wilmington from their own 20. Again, back to the double wing. Hopwood under center. Hands it off to Matteo Lombardi across the 20. Churns ahead, shoves it across the 25-yard line. Good gain on 1st down for the Wildcats.
Boy, Manteno, he just refuses to go down. Not that big a kid, is he?
No.
Boy, they can't seem to get a.
No, Mateo's 6 foot 163.
Wow, he's a slight of build.
Connor Dempsey's 5'9", 171, so neither one of them are all that huge, although Josh Jones at 6 foot 220 kind of makes up for that in the backfield.
Yeah.
Handoff goes left side. Dempsey out to the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and short for Wilmington. Down to 4:40 to go in the half as Manteno leads at 14-13, and Wilmington on their own 28-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah. Manteno very much willing to give up those kind of plays because they don't have enough time on the clock to get all the way down at that rate.
3rd down and a couple. Pitch back left side. Dempsey strings it ahead to the 35-yard line. Good run there for Connor. Finally brought down by Jimmy Silva for Manteno. Cats will have it 1st and 10 from their own 34.
The clock keeps on turning down to 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Try to give a little bit of love to that Wilmington offensive line. Blake Geis at 6'3", 250 pounds. Of course, we have, I think, 54 is in there as well, who we don't have a name for, but we'll work on that. I don't know if anybody up here even knows. Lombardi off the right side, cuts it back inside the 35, still going out across the 37, and that's going to be about it on 1st down.
2-yard runs he's going to get with 3:30 left.
Jake Hill at 6'1", 225 on that offensive line, along with Jesse Cox at 6 foot 180.
And Wilmington taking a long time to get their plays in.
Keith Lemaster at a tight end at 6'1", 210. Trying to get you as many of those guys as we can as this year goes along. I know they don't get a whole lot of attention on that O-line, but they deserve it. 2nd down and 7 for Wilmington from their own 37. Hopwood drops back, fires near side, caught out across the 45. This is Lombardi out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 yards and a Wilmington 1st down. As Shane Warren out there on coverage for Manteno. That's all you need Keaton Hopwood to do right there.
That's it.
Just make nice short passes, enough to loosen up that defense a little bit.
He can do that, and within the running game will pick up good.
1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 47, down to 2:50 to go in the half. Back to them double wing again with Lombardi and Dempsey. Dempsey across the 45 to midfield, down to the 47-yard line of Manteno.
Boy.
Gets 6 yards on 1st down.
He just ducks his head down and plows through.
Be sure to stick around for our halftime show tonight. Halftime will be brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria. They have specials each and every night over there in downtown Coal City. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria sponsoring our halftime show tonight. We'll have 1st half stats, get you set for the 2nd half, and our first check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. This is Connor Dempsey. Bangs ahead inside the 45-yard line, down to the 44. As the clock dips under 2 minutes, bring up 3rd and a yard for Wilmington from the 44 of Manteno. Well, Wilmington's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit here fairly soon if they don't start picking up bigger chunks of yards than this.
I couldn't understand why they didn't call their plays quicker the whole possession.
So back to the double wing again. Lombardi and Dempsey. Dempsey in motion, gets the pitch. And not a whole lot there, but he does get enough for the 1st down. Picks up about 3. Cameron Harbor a little bit slow to get up. Looks like he might be all right. 1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 42 of Manteno. As we're down to 1:32 to go in the half and counting. Again, back to the double wing. Hopwood hands it off to Lombardi coming through inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line as he picks up 4 yards there, and a timeout for Wilmington. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Cats from the 38 of Manteno when we come back. 1:22 to go in the half as Manteno leads at 14-13. Back with more Wildcats football in just a moment.
Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials too online at ricchettis.net. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Ricchetti's.
And speaking of Ricchetti's, be sure to stick around for the Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria halftime show. We'll get your first half stats, get you caught up, set to go for the second half, and we'll also have our first check of the IHSA football scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We'll do all that on our halftime show tonight, brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria. 2nd and 6 for Wilmington from the Manteno 38. Back to the double wing for the Cats, Lombardi and Dempsey at wingback, Josh Jones at fullback. Pitch back to Dempsey, and we have a flag down on the near side. And whistle blown as well. Let's see who this is on. It is a false start on the Wildcats, and that will kill a drive in a hurry.
Especially when you're down to 120 left, and you got now 43 yards to go, and you're making about 2 to 4 yards a carry.
2nd and 11 for Wilmington from the 43-yard line of Manteno. 1:20 to go in the half. The Wildcats do have 2 timeouts remaining. Hopwood under center, under that double wing. And the handoff comes through to Dempsey. Not a whole lot there. Gain of a couple, and that's it. So that will bring up now 3rd down and 8 after a gain of 3. And if you're Wilmington, no real need to get in a hurry now for sure, because you don't want to give the ball back to Manteno. But you still want to take maybe a shot downfield here, see if you can pick up this 1st down and then go into a little bit of hurry-up mode. But
why?
You definitely don't want to run up to the line with a minute left and not get the 1st down and have to punt it back to Manteno with a minute to go. So back under center is Hopwood. 3rd and 8. And the Cats play it safe with a fullback dive, and Jones maybe got a yard. Really just back to the line of scrimmage. And I think Manteno's going to be happy with this going into the half. Wilmington will have one more shot at it here if they choose to take a timeout. And if you're the Cats, why not? Take a timeout, throw one up as far as you can throw it, see what happens. But Wilmington's going to elect to go into the locker room. And the end of the first quarter, or first half, 14-13 is the lead for Manteno. We'll see what the Wildcats can come up with in halftime adjustments. Welcome into your halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria, where they have specials for you every day of the week over there in downtown Coal City. Take a break, come back with your first half stats, and we'll get you set for the second half as well right here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Heroin. I am Matt Baskerville. As a funeral director in Will County, I can tell you firsthand that I have seen results of heroin overdose.
Plainfield Shorewood, 4 dead. Lockport, 5 dead. I am Reagan Freitag. As Wilmington's local prosecutor and Will County board member, I can tell you I have seen the trouble and hardships of addictions.
Frankfort, Mokina, New Lenox, 6 dead. Bolingbrook, Romeoville, 6 dead. In Wilmington and Braidwood, heroin equals death or arrest.
Wilmington, Braidwood, 8 dead. Thanks to efforts of our local police departments, that number has dropped from 8 deaths in 2015 to 2 deaths so far in 2016.
If your family, your friend, or you are suffering from heroin addiction, there is help. Please call 815-476-1660 for more information.
Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
Welcome back here in the halftime show, brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria. Ricchetti's over there in downtown Coal City. Make sure to stop by each day of the week for their daily specials. At the half, 14-13 is the lead for Manteno here over Wilmington. The Wildcats having a few problems tonight with stopping the offense of Manteno. As a matter of fact, Manteno Panthers have been almost unstoppable until the point where they got a couple of penalties and stopped the drive, and that was about it. First half stats, first of all, for the Manteno Panthers, essentially everything was done by Brandon Steele. Literally everything in the first half. Steele ran the ball 9 times for 127 yards and a touchdown. Brandon was 2 of 4 through the air for 40 yards and a touchdown. He had a 40-yard touchdown strike to Shane Warren and 1 pass to Anthony Lopez for no yards. 167 yards of total offense for Manteno in the first half. For Wilmington, on the ground, Keaton Hopwood, 1 carry for -3 yards. Connor Dempsey ran the ball 14 times for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns. Josh Jones, 5 carries for 40 yards. Matteo Lombardi with 10 rushes for 65 yards in the first half. Wilmington, 30 rushing attempts, 152 yards on the ground, and 2 scores. Keaton Hopwood, 1 of 2 through the air for 9 yards. His 1 pass caught by Matteo Lombardi, and the Cats have 161 yards of total offense. So Wilmington being outgained 167 to 161, but that doesn't really tell the whole story, because it certainly seems like to me that Wilmington cannot stop Manteno's offense. I mean, I not even coming close, really, other than having some penalties.
They can't stop their quarterback, Mr. Steele. If he's not passing it, he's running it. And when he runs it, he does his shifty running, fake a one with it. That's not even counting the kick return that number 5 did. He came way down the field and gained a tremendous amount of yards for about between 30 and 40 yards.
Well, and not only that, but I don't think Manteno can stop Wilmington either when it really comes down to it. I mean, it's a slower progression, but that's why I said I think whoever makes a stop in this game is what's going to finish it. And really, these last two, Manteno stopped themselves on getting down inside the red zone and then having a penalty, and then Wilmington ran out of time in the half. So
that was good coaching by Manteno. They went ahead and sucked as much of the clock off as they could, knowing if they didn't score, Wilmington would never get down the field, normally speaking, in time to score themselves. So they'd be safe with a halftime lead, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, we're at the half. 14-13 is the lead for Manteno over Wilmington. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get your first check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We'll do that after this timeout here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Rinks goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
Back here on the halftime show, brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria. Manteno leads at 14-13 over Wilmington here tonight as we get set for the second half. Time for our first check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Be sure to stop by their office locations in Joliet and now in Wilmington as well. So thank you to Odekirk Allred Associates for sponsoring the IHSA football scoreboard this year. Boy, look at this. We're getting all kinds of fancy over here. We have dry erase boards and all kinds of stuff. Pretty soon we'll have a monitor on the wall. And in any case, I-8 scores from around the area. Peatone leads Streeter 20-7 here tonight. Coal City up on Lyle 15-8. Reed, Custer, and Clinton are scoreless. Plano and Harvard are scoreless. Westmont and Chicago Tech are scoreless. So once again, Peatone 20-7 over Streeter at this point. Coal City 15, Lyle 8. So other scores from around the area. Let's see here. What do we have? Washington is beating Morris 7-0 at this particular point early in this game. Lincoln Way Central 7, Lincoln Way West nothing. Lincoln Way East leads Maine South 7-0. Plainfield South 18, Joliet West nothing. Plainfield Central 7-0 over Plainfield East. Bolingbrook leads St. Charles North 7-0. Wheaton North over JCA. Oh boy, 13-0 there. Minooka leads Joliet Central 7-0. Oswego 7, Plainfield North 6. Providence trailing to, boy, is that Vianney? 28-7. Good grief. Wheaton Warrenville South 7-0 over Lake Park. Notre Dame leads Bennett 7-0. Waubonsie Valley 21-0 over Glenbard North. Oswego East leads Romeoville. There's a shock. Who hasn't led Romeoville lately? 12-0. St. Charles East 7, Glenbard East nothing. Kankakee leads Bradley Bourbonnais 20-3. That's an interesting matchup early in the year, Kankakee and Bradley Bourbonnais. Glenbard South 10, Galesburg 7. Naperville leads Neuqua Valley 7-0. Naperville North 7-0 over Mateo Valley. Hinsdale South and Lyons are scoreless, and Lake Zurich leads Montini 7-0. Boy, that's an exhaustive scoreboard, if I do say so myself. Couple other scores here just to recap. Peatone leads Streeter 20-7. Coal City 15, Lyle 8. Reed, Custer, and Clinton are scoreless. Plano and Harvard are scoreless. Westmont and Chicago Tech are scoreless. Herscher and Clifton have not started yet, and or at least they haven't put a score up yet. And Washington leads Morris 7-0. That's what we have so far. And of course, here tonight, Manteno leads Wilmington 14-13 as we get set for the second half. That is a check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the second half in just a few moments. This has been the halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria, where they have daily specials each and every day of the week over there in downtown Coal City. Back with your second half in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at ricchettis.net. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Ricchetti's.
What's up, man? Good to see you're here. Do you want a beer?
No thanks, I don't drink.
Oh, come on, relax. Have some fun. Everyone else is drinking.
We have a lot to do tomorrow, and I can't be all hungover from drinking.
Yeah, I'm having enough trouble with school and sports and clubs and so much stuff.
I don't have time to be worrying about if I got caught drunk.
Come on, man. This will help relax your mind and worries, and you'll have a good time.
Oh, man, cops. Run. We better book it out of here.
I'm so glad we weren't stupid and didn't drink. I know, right?
The Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community is committed and proud to bring programs and resources to help area residents. Our mission is to build a safe, productive, and substance-free community through these programs. The issues and problems that come with alcohol and drug abuse are very real, and the effects can be devastating. If you or anyone you know is in need of help, please call 815-476-1660. Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with Sebring Goodman Teen Institute, ONDCP, and SAMHSA.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815 476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
(14-13) is the lead for Manteno here at the half, as the Wildcats trying to get something started here in the second half. It was not a stellar first half defensively for Wilmington. The offense did okay, but kind of sputtered out toward the end of the half, so we'll see what the Cats do here. I think we're about set to get our second half underway. Good grief, that's about the longest halftime in the history of man, it seemed like.
It does seem like a long time. I don't know. I think Wilmington's going to have to come out of something with that, something out of the hat that Manteno is not programmed for. Although, the only time they stopped themselves. That and they ran out of time. But they didn't have that many possessions.
So finally that clock gets reset and we'll get set to start our second half back up here as the Cats will get set to return to start half number 2. This ball will be teed up at the 40-yard line, going left to right here. Back deep for Wilmington is Brock Bolzer along with Jacob Rodewald back at their own 15-yard line. If you're Wilmington, be very careful here. Manteno has been practicing onside kicks and pregame and everything else. So make sure that they go ahead and kick this thing off before you take off downfield. So Ryan Cooper has it teed up, kicking off left to right here from the 40. And a line drive kick. That's a good kick. Bounces the 10, and it will roll into the end zone. And that's one of the better kickoffs we've seen in quite a while.
That's about a pro length kick that time.
So the Cats
all the way in the end zone
will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Well, let's see what kind of adjustments that Wilmington has made in between the first and second half here, because up to this point, the offense has been okay, but kind of sputtering along at times, and the defense has just given up gigantic chunks of yards. So Cats will have it 1st and 10 from their 20. Again, back to the double wing, working left to right here. Handoff goes to the fullback, Jones. He'll churn out about 5 yards on first down. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Cats from the 25-yard line. So far for Wilmington, they've managed to pick up 3, 4, 5 yards of carry, but
yeah, and like we said,
nothing big tonight, though.
Manteno has nearly never stopped them. They had the first time they possessed the ball, they blew a penalty and blew it. But other than that, they've not been stopped.
Again, fullback dive up the middle for close to 3 yards by Josh Jones. Bring up 2nd down, or make that 3rd down and about 2 or so here. Down to 11 minutes or so to go in the 3rd quarter. Again, everything packed in here. Lombardi and Dempsey as the wingbacks. Pitch back to Dempsey. And I think he got the first down, but by pure effort. He really had to fight for every inch there. Picks up close to 3, and a Wilmington first down out to the 31, almost the 32.
Who was that, Dempsey?
Yep. I'll give Manteno credit tonight. Nothing has been easy for Wilmington.
No.
They haven't really been able to stop them, but
they've slowed them down to where they don't give many scores, and all you've got to do is score yourself, and they've done that.
1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 32. And a handoff again to the fullback. Breaking free is Jones out across the 45, out to the 49-yard line. And a 14-yard gain for Josh Jones at a Wilmington first down, as he just kept carrying people with him, broke a couple of tackles, and just kept churning ahead.
A big, powerful fullback. They didn't use him much the first half. Only carried the ball 5 times the total first half. He's got 3 carries here in the second half already.
1st and 10 for Wilmington from their own 49. Pitch back to Lombardi across midfield. Down to the 48 near the 47-yard line. Picks up close to 4.
Oh, yes, it is 4.
Bring up 2nd down and 6. As Nick Zawiska on the stop for Manteno.
Wilmington moving the ball much better this half than they did the first half so far. We'll see how it goes.
Again, back to the double wing, Lombardi and Dempsey. With Jones at fullback again. Josh up the middle, inside the 45, down near the 42-yard line. Another 5 yards for Josh. Bring up 3rd down and a yard for the Wildcats. Well, I think they keep pounding away with that, and that's going to be trouble sooner or later. I mean, Josh is just a load to bring down.
Yeah, you're right about that.
3rd down and a yard. Pitch back to Dempsey inside the 40 and gets down to the 39-yard line. Yeah, so pick up about 3 yards. Make it close to 4 as the ball just inside the 39-yard line. 9:24 to go in the third. 14-13 Manteno. Wilmington churning up some yards, though, here on this first drive of the second half.
And they're not taking nearly as long in the huddle either as they did the first half.
And back to the double wing with Lombardi and Dempsey. Pitch back to Dempsey inside the 40. Bangs down to the 36. Only a gain of a couple there on first down. Good job by that interior of Manteno's defense. And again, Nick Zawiza on the stop for the Panthers.
Ooh.
Gain of 3 yards there for Dempsey.
Oh, no. Slowing down again now.
This has not been a high-paced, air it out kind of game tonight.
No, it certainly has
between
not
these
been
two.
that.
Chopping back is Hopwood, rolls right side, fires it downfield. That's incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Anthony Lopez. The intended receiver out there was Cameron Harbor, and it was thrown over his head inside the 35-yard line. Actually, Keaton Hopwood did a pretty nice job just getting that ball off and getting it out of play.
I didn't think he was going to get away there at first. That was the key to the pass not being completed, because he had to pull the ball down and run hard for a little bit before he could pass. And that gave the defender time to get on the receiver.
That's the thing for Manteno tonight. They've been very disciplined defensively, both through the air and on the ground. Not a whole lot of open spots out there. That was going to be a double handoff. That got blown up. Lombardi across the corner inside the 35. Somehow managed to get 3 or 4 off that play. It was supposed to be a double handoff. Connor Dempsey got blown up in the backfield before they could even get the ball to him. And it will bring up 4th down and 4 for Wilmington as this offense, again, just kind of continues to sputter along a little bit. We'll see if they can force a 4th and 4 to keep this drive alive.
That's why they're so hesitant to passing. The yards are so stingy in the ground that if they miss one down not getting anything, then they're hard-pressed to make it up.
Well, 4th and 4, and that's a long distance tonight. Has Hopwood under center trying a long count here. See if he could draw Manteno off sides. Pitch back to Dempsey. He will not get it. In fact, he's not even close. Might have gotten 2 yards, and that's it. So Manteno clogs everything up on the inside, and Wilmington turns it over on downs as Manteno will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Well, they went 4 minutes off the clock for absolutely nothing. Once again, that's to Manteno's favor. The more they can keep Wilmington out of the end zone, the easier it is for them because it takes Wilmington a long time to score.
Well, and the problem for the Wildcats specifically this year is going to be they're going to have to prove that they can throw the ball at some point because the way these teams in the I-8 know them defensively is just makes it very difficult. Silva breaks free off the near side, 35-40, 45 midfield, 45-40, all the way down to the Wilmington 31-yard line. A gain of 39 yards on that run for Silva, and it should have been for no gain or maybe a loss.
That's what's been the big problem for Wilmington tonight has been the big plays. The Manteno team had 167 yards the first half. 103 of them were on 2 plays.
Well, you just have to tackle better. 1st and 10 for Manteno from the Wilmington 30-yard line, inside the 31 actually. And there's 12 defenders out there for Wilmington. Yeah, and there is. There's 12. The 12th just came off. So another penalty. Boy, and some of these penalties tonight are just needless penalties. 12 men on the field shouldn't happen. Lining up off sides really shouldn't happen. This looks more like the first game of the year than the first game of the year.
It does.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near, steal out of the gun. Running left side, trying to get the corner. He will. I don't know if he got the first down or not, though. He's going to be close. Picked up about 5. And it will be a Manteno first down. Ball down inside the 21-yard line. Wilmington's defense at some point here has to make a stop.
Yeah, and the trouble is when they have made a stop, it's been down this area here, which means they have to go 80 yards to get a touchdown, and they go at 3 yards at a time. That's a lot of clock.
1st and 10 for Manteno. Now a pistol formation with Steele in the pistol and Silva behind him. And the handoff goes to Silva. A ton of room inside the 10. I mean, there's just no one over there.
There's nobody keeping that corner over there.
As he'll get all the way down inside the 10, close to the 7-yard line, and Wilmington's going to have to use a timeout. 7:03 to go in the third. Manteno moving straight through Wilmington again as Coach Rinks uses a timeout. Take a break. Come back with more Wildcats football here in just a moment.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
First down and goal for Manteno at the 8-yard line of Wilmington. Handoff goes to Silva. That won't go anywhere. A flag came flying in, and it is a hold on Manteno.
That was one of those plays that went totally wrong for Manteno. There was no opening there, and there was a guy holding a Wilmington player trying to keep a hole open that wasn't there.
So they'll back him up all the way outside the 20-yard line. And if you're Manteno, that's been your own worst enemy. Every time they get down in the red zone, they start getting penalties.
Well, let me see. They had, I don't know if I got all the penalties.
Really, quite honestly, they should have 20 by now, and they should be knocking on the door at 27.
They've got 7 penalties so far. One I've kept track. I don't know if I missed any or not, but I have 7 of them down at least.
6:50 to go in the third. First down and goal from the 20 now for Manteno. Pass right side incomplete. And that wasn't even anywhere near Caleb Boudreau down at the 13-yard line. Well, and somebody needs to tell Steele, take a little bit off the ball. I mean, you don't have to throw it 95 miles an hour every time you get rid of the ball. I mean, take a little bit off, give your receiver a chance.
Put a little touch on the ball, yes.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that you have a cannon and all, but, you know, take a little bit off and give your receiver a chance. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Steele out of the gun with Silva to his left. Second and goal from the 20. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, pressured, and he's sacked back at the 25. Went dancing around a little bit and finally just got decleated back there. As in on the sack for Wilmington is Cameron Harbor. As Jacob Rodewald back there as well. And it'll bring up third down and goal from the 25-yard line for Manteno. Well, that's just the right time to throw a blitz in there if you're Wilmington. It worked well, so now.
And he tried to buy a little time for bouncing away from the linebacker on this side coming in, and the guy on the other side came in and tried to change directions the second time. That was too late.
Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Steele going to keep it himself, and this time only gets 3 or 4. Good job by that Wilmington interior defense, led by Josh Jones, to make the stop there. It'll bring up fourth down and goal from the 21-yard line. Well, there's not many plays you have for fourth and goal from the 21. I mean, I guess you just throw it up into the end zone somewhere and hope somebody catches it.
Well, they might break either Steele or
you know, I wouldn't be so against that screen pass.
Yeah.
I saw earlier. Come back to that screen pass on Silva on the weak side and see what happens. That might not be a bad idea. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Fourth and goal from the 21. 1 receiver in motion to the near side to make it trips. Rolling right side. Steele looking downfield. Going to try to reverse his field. Gets back inside the 15, 10, 5. He's short of the goal line down at the 3. Boy, that's a really nice stop inside the 5-yard line. There's a flag down, too, which more than likely will be something illegal on Manteno, I'm guessing. I don't think Lombardi actually made the tackle inside the 5. Boy, that Steele kid is so quick.
Yeah, he flies like lightning. And what happened, what really messed that whole thing up for Wilmington, he came around this side and everything shut up on him, and he stumbled and got out and went back the opposite way. And by that time, the whole defense was over this way.
Well, now this makes an interesting dilemma for Wilmington because you can refuse that penalty and get the ball 1st and 10, but it's going to be down around the 5-yard line, which Wilmington will do because quite obviously you don't want Steele having another chance of running around back there. But that penalty could have potentially brought it back out near the 15 or 20. But Wilmington will just go ahead and take the ball. 4:58 to go in the third, and Manteno leads at 14-13.
Just think of that. We've burned almost 2/3 of the third quarter and got nowhere. In fact, they almost scored.
Manteno's been their own worst enemy with penalties inside the red zone. I mean, they were moving last couple of drives and just Wilmington would get a penalty, and then Manteno would get one right back. Back to the double wing. Lombardi out across the 10-yard line near the 12. Good first down run for Mateo.
That is a 6-yard run for Lombardi.
Bring up second down and 4 for Wilmington. The ball out to the 11-yard line now. Give the Wildcats at least a little bit of breathing room here. Handoff, Josh Jones up the middle. Bowls over a defender out across the 15-yard line and will pick up a first down. Pretty good idea, though, in that hold by Cayman Rodriguez And see what Kamen does, just gets all the way down, almost on his knees, to trying to chop out at the ankles of Josh Jones, knowing that he's not going to get the job done if he meets him up high.
Yeah, he could never stop him up high.
And Josh trying to get low there too, but of course you can only go so low or you're going to be tackling yourself. 1st and 10 for the Cats from the 17. And a gain of a couple. The ball did come out, but after contact with the ground. I believe that was...
We have a 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
Was that 43?
I think you're probably right there. 2nd down and a long 7 for Wilmington, down to 3:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. This has not been an offensive juggernaut for the Cats tonight, but it has been ball control. Pitch comes left side. Dempsey trying to get the corner. 20 out near the 24-yard line. As Connor will pick up a good 4 yards or so. Bring up 3rd down and 3 for Wilmington. Ball at the 24-yard line of the Cats.
Wilmington almost has to score here with this possession. They're going to be in real trouble. They're taking a long time.
Well, I'd like to see Wilmington be able to do something through the air, but I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Back to the double wing again for the Cats. Handoff comes near side, and that's not going to be a 1st down. In fact, going to be a yard or 2 short. As Dempsey gets out across the 25, and that's it. It'll bring up 4th down and 2, just a gain of a yard for Connor Dempsey. Well, so far, Wilmington just run. I mean, we've only seen 2 pass attempts tonight, but 3.
3.
That's
2 in the
it.
first half, 1 in the second half.
There's not been a lot to open it up here. So, Imhoff back to punt for Wilmington with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. And this kick goes straight up. The snap was a little high. Good roll for Imhoff, though, as it'll go all the way out to the 49 of Wilmington. Well, that looked not so good off the foot, but he ended up getting a nice roll out of it. And with 1:46 to go in the 3rd quarter, Manteno will have the ball at the Wilmington 49.
I don't know if you figure it up or not, but Wilmington's hard pressed. If they don't get a score the next time they got the ball, they're going to have a hard time having two complete drives in hand yet.
Well, the key here is going to be if Wilmington doesn't score in their next set of downs, they're going to have to put the ball in the air. They're not going to have a choice the second time around because you won't have enough time to go all the way down the field on a ground attack. And really, to be quite honest, I said earlier I didn't think Manteno could stop them. Well, they just did right there. And they've been tough all night.
Well, and almost exclusively, Wilmington has stayed on historic Wilmington plays. They've not pulled anything out of the hat, done anything different for the most part. And so,
well, I'm not 100% sure they're real comfortable with going outside of that at this point. I mean, I think it's just kind of you're at where you're at. So one receiver in motion, and the snap back to Steele, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of a couple. Back to the 49 of Manteno. They might move it up to the 50.
That defensive line's push was just absolutely fantastic that time. They pushed the whole offensive line back into the quarterback.
Well, now Wilmington going a little bit bigger on the defensive line with Geis shuffling in, along with Jake Hill on that defensive line. Snap back to Steele out of the pistol. Handoff to Silva. He'll turn ahead for a gain of 5, close to 6. And it will bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers here with 50 seconds to go in the 3rd.
He's carried the ball 3 times. It's the first time he's got less than 18 yards to carry. He said 39, 18, and 5.
Boy, this is a big third down for this Wilmington defense.
And this is the dangerous thing, is that Steele can put the ball down the field.
3rd down and 5 for the Panthers from the 44 of Wilmington. Under 25 seconds to go in the third. Steele trying to keep it, trying to get to the outside, and he will not get the first down, although he did get about 3 or so on the play, and this brings up an interesting decision for Manteno, and they will have the third quarter break to think about it. 4th and 2 will be upcoming here. Maybe Manteno will just try to run a quick play. I thought that's what they were going to try to do, but the quarter will come to a close, and that will do it. Big 4th down upcoming for Manteno on this drive as we head to the 4th quarter. They lead at 14-13, end of 3. Take a break. Come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Cushing Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
4th down and 2 for Manteno to start quarter number 4. Big play both sides here. 4th and 2 from the 41 of the Wildcats. Steele out of the pistol with a hard count here, trying to draw Wilmington off sides. Now we'll see if they actually go to a play or not. There's all kinds of movement by Steele in the backfield. He'll take it and hand it off to Silva, and a big gain up the middle. Inside the 30, Silva inside the 25, inside the 20, Silva inside the 10, all the way down to the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 35 yards for Stevie Silva and a 1st and goal for Manteno.
I was just thinking last quarter, why isn't Silva carrying the ball? He had a 38-yard run and a 19-yard run the first half, and he hadn't carried the ball.
Well, now Wilmington really needs to keep Manteno out of the end zone here with 11:40 to go in the game. Handoff Silva. That won't go anywhere. That's Blake Geis getting through and making the stop. As the Cats bow up a little bit here. It'll be a 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Again, out of the gun is Steele. Silva to his right. Steele going to try to keep it himself, and he gets hammered to the ground at the 5. Well, again, that interior of the Wilmington defense not giving up anything. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 4 off the run by Steele.
Wouldn't you use him out around the end? Well, I think
clock rolls down to 10:35 to go in the game as Manteno leads at 14-13, knocking on the door again at the Wilmington 4. Steele out of the gun, takes the snap, going to try to keep it himself, bounces it to the outside, and he'll get in for the touchdown off the left side. Brandon Steele with a nice touchdown run. That will make it 20-13, the lead for the Manteno Panthers, with 10:18 to go in the game.
He can do that
all night.
Anytime he wants to.
Yeah, all night.
Anytime he wants to. That's why I couldn't believe he didn't carry that way the first time. He just scored the first time he had the ball.
There has been nothing on the edge to even slow him down. So the Panthers will attempt an extra point here. By the way, this is a big extra point. 20-13, the lead for Manteno. Of course, even if he makes this, Wilmington's still within one strike. And that kick is good. 21-13, the lead for Manteno. 10-18 to go in the game. Take a break, come back with more Wildcats football here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Rinks goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
So Manteno will get set to kick it off from their own 40, going right to left here. Again, make sure that Ryan Cooper actually kicks this thing deep. Rodewald and Bolzer back deep for Wilmington. And that kick sails out of bounds inside the 30, down around the 32-yard line or so. And Wilmington will get decent field position. And now the offense has to put points on the board. And there's no choice here, and you cannot give the ball back to Manteno without putting points on the board, because the Wilmington defense has not really shown the ability to stop Manteno other than when Manteno shoots himself in the foot.
Right. That's the way it's been. And Wilmington, probably about 95% of their plays have been between the tackles.
I'd say that's fairly accurate. 1st and 10 for the Cats. Ball at the 35-yard line. Let's see what this young Wildcats offense can do here.
Let's see if they can grow up a little bit.
So Keaton Hopwood back under center, back to the double wing for Wilmington. 1st and 10 for the 35. Hopwood drops back to pass, fires it down the right side. Caught inside the 40 to the 30, down to the 26-yard line. And a first down. Beautiful pass by Keaton Hopwood. A gain of 39 yards and a Wilmington first down. Boy, that is a beautiful strike from Keaton Hopwood. I mean, he delivered that thing on the money.
And he had pressure on him, too. He got the ball just off in the nick of time.
Well, you know, we were talking, the pass game's got to be there at some point to loosen things up a little bit. And maybe that is kind of the spark that this Wilmington offense is going to need. 1st and 10 for the Cats from the 26 of Manteno. Back to the double wing again. Handoff goes right side. This is, I believe that's Lombardi down near the 23-yard line. Pick up 4, close to 5 on first down. Boy, that was a beautiful pass from Keaton Hopwood. Bring up 2nd down and 6 for Wilmington. Ball at the 22-yard line of Manteno. Still a lot of time in this game if Wilmington can get a score here. And now I formation for the Cats with Dempsey at tailback. Connor takes the handoff off the left side. Gets close to a first down before being tackled off that left side. Good stop on the play by Shane Warren. A gain of 5 yards, bring up 3rd and a yard for Wilmington. Down to 9 minutes to go in the game. So 3rd and a yard here for Wilmington. Josh Jones at fullback and Connor Dempsey at tailback here. Handoff Dempsey, left side, big hole inside the 15. Down near the 10, in fact, the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 yards and a Wilmington first down, and maybe Wilmington's found something with that I formation working off the left side. One thing about it, you work out of the eye, and Josh Jones is that fullback.
Yeah.
He's going to take somebody out. It's just a matter if your offensive line does the rest.
Yeah, he'll block for you.
Well, let's see.
Well,
they always say keep going until they stop it, so let's see what they do. Josh Jones again at fullback. Dempsey at tailback. Hopwood under center in that I formation again. Handoff goes to Jones, the fullback. Bangs ahead inside the 5, down near the 3-yard line. And that will be a gain of about 8 yards. Wilmington will face a second down and a couple here as we roll up on 8 minutes to go in the game.
They initially met him head on and had him stop almost the line of scrimmage, but he refused to go down. And he just pulled on and took that stuff and made himself a gain out of it.
Second down and 2 for Wilmington. Ball is about the 4-yard line of Manteno. And the Cats will stay I formation here. Again, Hopwood under center with Dempsey the tailback. Handoff goes to Connor, left side. Bangs off the initial hit and is into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that's a good, tough run by Connor Dempsey, making it 21-19. And I mean, that's a tough run. Had to bang off a couple of defenders and get into the end zone. And now Wilmington will be forced to go for 2 here with 7:36 to go and trailing by 2.
That was a nice offensive series, set up by the beautiful pass.
Well, now what do you do if you're Wilmington on a 2-point conversion from the 3-yard line? Do you go back to the I formation and hand it off again? I don't know.
I don't know. You've gone that well a lot of times in a row, but.
So Wilmington facing a 2-point conversion, 7:36 to go in the game, trailing by 2. High formation again, pitch to Dempsey, trying to get the corner. Connor is going to get in for the 2-point conversion. And Wilmington will get the 2. And we're tied up at 21 with 7:36 to go in the game. Boy, now that's a drive from your Wilmington offense. Keaton Hopwood with a beautiful pass. I formation with Josh Jones leading the way. And Connor Dempsey scoring and getting the 2-point conversion. 21-21. We'll take a break. Come back with more of Wildcats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
Back here in the Christian Internet Sports Network, all tied up at 21 here in the fourth quarter between Wilmington and Manteno. Be sure to join us here on the postgame show tonight. Postgame show will be brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair over there in Braidwood. We'll have your final stat totals. One more check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. And we'll talk to Coach Rinks as well in the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Well, now the Wilmington offense kind of grew up a little bit on that drive. Yep. The Wilmington defense has to grow up a little bit.
Yeah, they're having a real tough time. For the most part, they played their offense really well, but 3 big plays they've given up for 3 big touchdowns. So they're going to have to hang together.
Trey Shaw's kick, left to right, taking it to 25, out across the 30, 35-40, out to midfield, and will step out of bounds at the 49 of Wilmington. And again, Manteno with a short field.
I thought he was going to be able to pedal right on down through there, and he had a nice lane opened up. He had the chance to catch it on a dead run.
So Wilmington continues to give up a ridiculous field position. So 1st and 10 for Manteno from the Wilmington 49-yard line. You know, we mentioned the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Around the I-8, Piatone leads Streeter 32-7. Coal City 15, Lyle 8. Herscher and Clifton are tied at 14. Reed Custer leads Clinton 7-6. Plano 22-0 over Harvard, and Westmont with a shutout so far, 20-0 over Chicago Tech. 1st and 10 from the 49, as looked like Wilmington might have jumped offside here. And It will bring up 1st and 5 for Manteno from the 44 of Wilmington.
That's like shooting yourself in the foot.
And by the way, Washington leads Morris 10-7.
Morris hanging in there.
So now pistol formation for Manteno, 1st and 5 from the Wilmington 44-yard line. Handoff goes Silva off the left side. He'll get a yard, maybe 2. Nice job by Grant Imhoff making the stop for Wilmington. Give it maybe a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for Manteno. So Manteno facing 2nd and 4. A snap back. Now they'll roll right side as Wilmington had to use a timeout. There were only 10 guys in the field.
They had no end. Again, that's been the weak place when they had 11 players.
The Wildcats will burn their 2nd timeout of the half, and they're down to just 1 remaining. 6:49 to go in the game. We're tied at 21. We'll take a break, come back with more after this on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
Manteno will face 2nd down and 4 from the Wilmington 43-yard line. All tied up at 21, 6:49 left to go.
The Wilmington coaching staff was upstairs here. You could hear them shouting.
Yeah, screaming for a timeout because they didn't have enough guys out there. So again, shotgun this time for Steele. He'll take the snap. Running himself, trying to get to the outside. And this will be knocked out of bounds down around the 37-yard line. A gain of 6 more and a Manteno 1st down.
He gets back to the line of scrimmage before the defensive line even gets started. He is so quick.
Well, one thing about it, if you're the officials here, that guy on the outside has to have his hands inside the shoulder pads and not to the outside of them. And that's been real close last couple times. Handoff up the middle, big hole. Inside the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, cruising into the end zone for Manteno is Stevie Silva. 36-yard touchdown run, and Manteno back on top, 27-21 with 6:33 to go in the game. And again, Wilmington's defense has done little to nothing to stop Manteno's offense tonight. It seems to me like the 2 or 3 players from Manteno are just a step above everything out there, speed and size.
Yeah, well, especially speed and quickness, shifting left to right. They just leave a guy standing right in his tracks.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is good, and it's 28-21. The lead for Manteno, 6:33 to go in the game. We'll take a break, come back with more. Let's see if the Wilmington offense can answer again. You're listening to Wildcats Football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
We got a win.
Ricetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at ricettis.net. Ricetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Ricetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, Clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
(28-21) is the lead for Manteno. 6:33 to go in the game. And the Wildcats are fortunate that Manteno's gotten a couple penalties inside the red zone, or this could very well be 42 for the Panthers. And Manteno's kind of...
They've gotten the ball 7 times. They scored 5. And if it hadn't been for penalties, they'd been better than that.
Well, teeing up at the 40, kicking off right to left here.
I mean, in all actuality, Wilmington hasn't even come close to doing much to them. There was a while in the first half they had to stop, but
a kick here comes down at the 18, across the 30, and out across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Comes the return by Brock Bolzer, and the Wilmington offense back out on the field again. You know, if Wilmington turns up some yards and gets in the end zone here, well, we'll have to see how much time is left first, but I don't think I'd want to go to overtime with this team.
Nope.
I don't like those chances. 6:26 to go in the game, 28-21 to lead for Manteno. First of all, let's see what Wilmington can do offensively here. Had a nice drive last time around, and they'll get decent field position from their own 37. Handoff goes to the fullback. This is Jones. He'll bang out for about 5 yards or so.
He's been a breath of fresh air in the second half.
Nick Sawiza on the stop for Manteno. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Cats. So Wilmington to face 2nd and relatively short here is trying to match the last scoring drive of Manteno. I formation again for the Cats now. Handoff right side, and there's a big hole out to midfield. Goes Connor Dempsey. A gain of 7 more and a Wilmington first down.
Well, now he was right quick going through there as well. I don't know if he has the breakaway speed that Steele has on the other side, but he has the quickness.
Well, I don't know about you, but I like that I formation look.
It's been really good, hasn't it?
It's been very effective so far tonight.
They better quick. Man.
So back to the I formation again, and really packed in I formation too. Handoff right side. Dempsey, nice move. Made a cut back inside the 45,
nice
down to the 44-yard line.
Just did a little step over one guy and put him back about 6 yards.
Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 for Wilmington from the 44-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go in the game now, and for Wilmington, you're fine with using clock here either way. You definitely don't want to give Manteno another shot if you don't have to. Back to the double wing now here. 2nd down and 4. Handoff comes underneath. This is Lombardi inside the 40 down to the 39. Finally stopped on the run by Daniel Barrios. And a Wilmington first down after a gain of 5.
Wilmington finally starting to run the ball effectively.
One thing, we talked about with Coach Rinks last week, again tonight, is nobody needs to get too bent out of shape or worried this early in the year with a very young team that Wilmington has. Even if things don't go your way tonight, there's a lot of growth potential for Wilmington between now and the end of the year. You just kind of have to be a little bit patient this year. Back to the I formation again. Pitch comes near side. Dempsey inside the 40, 35, 30. Breaks him back inside the 20. Connor's going to go. 10, 5. Touchdown, Wilmington. 39-yard touchdown run for Connor Dempsey. And it's 28-27. as Wilmington will now have to make a decision whether or not to go for 1 or 2. And we've all seen the issues that have occurred in the first week or two with extra points. So let's see what happens here. Although tonight, first one was okay. Well, here we go. This is a huge extra point for Wilmington, and this has been an iffy spot so far this year. Good snap and the hold, and there is a flag down.
Number 2 on the left hand here.
And now Wilmington has decided to go for 2. Oh, boy. Early in the year, Wilmington decides to go to a big play here in game number 2. Keaton Hopwood will lead them back out. Wilmington going for 2-point conversion with 4:08 to go in the game. 28-27 is the lead for Manteno. Wilmington trying to take the lead. Ball at the 1.5-yard line. Back to the double wing for the Cats. As the pitch back to Dempsey, he did not make it. Didn't even really. He got inside the 1. That was it. So Dempsey doesn't get in. Of course, that begs the question of the I formation works so well down there. Why didn't you
stay with it?
Back to it? But the Cats go to the double wing, and now it's 28-27, the lead for Manteno with 4:08 to go. Well,
I'm on your side. Why didn't you stay with the one that's been getting you the lettuce all this time, all this second half?
Yeah, that would be a fair question, I do believe. 4:08 to go in the game. 28-27 is the lead now for Manteno. Another check of the IHSA football scoreboard here tonight. Brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Associates. The Coal City Lyle score is apparently 7-7, not 15-8. I don't know where that came from. So Coal City and Lyle tied at 7. Piatone 32-7 over Streeter tonight. Herscher and Clifton tied at 14. Reed Custer leads Clinton. That game 7-6. Plano 22, Harvard nothing. Westmont leads Chicago Tech 26-0. Some other scores from around the area. Dwight 28-8 over Hoopston tonight. Last time we heard, Washington was leading Morris 10-7. And now Wilmington must, and I repeat, must get a defensive stop, and they only have 1 timeout remaining.
Something they haven't done. They need a defensive takeaway.
So the kick here, a shorter kick, is taken at the 30, out to the 40-yard line, and that'll be it. So Manteno will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 40. And for Wilmington, you pretty much have to force a 3 and out, or this thing is in trouble.
And all those times we were dragging out that clock. I'd like to have about 3 or 4 of those minutes back right now.
Well, let's see what this Wilmington defense can do. They have had trouble getting stops tonight. Can they get one when they really need it? 1st and 10 for Manteno from their own 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. Pistol formation with Steele out of the pistol, Silva behind him. Steele takes the snap, hands off to Silva, and he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard, and Silva will be dropped.
35. 35 hit him in the backfield.
Grant Imhoff for the Wildcats. 2nd down and 11 for Manteno. And again, Wilmington is at this point where they really need to force a 3 and out here. Down to 3:30 to go in the game. Out of the gun again is Brandon Steele. As 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. Steele taking his time, takes the snap. Trying to roll to the outside. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. I don't know if he got it or not, but that's a huge chunk of yards around the edge.
Once again, nobody cutting that end off. Nobody anywhere in the area.
It certainly looks like they're going to have a 1st down. A gain of 11 yards and a Manteno 1st down. Well,
that I don't understand.
Now for Wilmington, you're down to, if they get another first down, game over, essentially. So the only real positive there was that Steele went out of bounds and stopped the clock. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. 1st and 10 from the 49 of Wilmington. Handoff goes to Silva, dances around a little bit and gets a yard, and that's it. Bring up 2nd down and 9 for Manteno from the Wilmington 48. Boy, that was a big play, going for 2 with 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
And now Wilmington must get a stop. 2nd and 9 for Manteno from the Wilmington 48, down to 15 seconds on the play clock.
Of course, that extra point to hit the field goal is awfully big as well.
So again, 2 receivers back to the near side, 1 in motion to the near side. Steele going to keep it near side, and again, no one out here to stop him. There's literally no one in this half of the field, and Steele's going to have another first down for Manteno. I mean, there is literally no one on this half of the field, and it's a gain of about 9 more. It'll bring up 3rd down and a yard.
I can't believe they still keep finding those ends with nobody playing them.
Well, and if you're Manteno, why stop running that? I mean, just keep running the outside over and over and over. There's no.
That's exactly what you do. They've given it to you all night. They haven't taken it away.
So this will be a gain of at least 9. We'll see if it's a first down or not. It is short by, I don't know, 1/4 of a yard or so.
Even actually, that's a curse for Wilmington, because they can go ahead and get started. Now they've got a short gainer to use up some more time. They got 3rd and 4th down to get it.
Well, if you're the Wildcats now, you have to have a turnover, really is what it comes down to. 3rd down and about a foot for Manteno from the Wilmington 39.
And boy, you bunch in tight, then they'll go around the end for sure.
So 3rd down and less than a yard. Steele out of the pistol. There's no need for Manteno to snap this ball for a while yet. If they're smart, they'll let this roll down another 10 seconds or so. Here's the snap. Handoff to Silva. He's going to have the first down, and that's pretty much going to be it. Wilmington has 1 timeout left, but, I mean, at this point, it's almost close to being immaterial. Well, if you're the Cats, now it comes down to you need a turnover bad.
They haven't had one all night, so.
So 1st and 10 for Manteno, ball at the Wilmington 38, and I don't think there is enough time on that clock to get it back, even with the timeout, if Manteno's smart about this. Down to 1:35 to go. And fumble! And somehow getting back on top of it was Brandon Steele. That was almost disaster for Manteno. Real close to being disaster. Somehow Brandon Steele got back on top of that thing, but that was the free gift that Wilmington was looking for. Timeout to the Wildcats with 1:26 left. We'll take a break. Come back with more here in just a moment.
Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
28-27 is the lead for Manteno. 1:26 left. The Panthers are facing 2nd down and 12 from the Wilmington 40. And just after almost near disaster for Brandon Steele, who almost dropped the football. In fact, he did drop it, but managed to get right back on top of it. Almost turned it over. And Steele will keep it, tries to get to the outside, and he breaks a tackle, gets back to the 43-yard line.
Boy, he used about 5 seconds extra.
And as long as this takes this officiating crew to stop or spot the ball, it could be another 20 seconds before they even start the play clock. I mean, a good 15 seconds went off the clock before they started the play clock, and that's going to pretty much, that doesn't. All Manteno has to do is take a knee. I mean, there is no need for the Panthers to even run another play. So Manteno's going to run this clock all the way down. And they will take a timeout. Even if they just take a knee here, by the time the officials set it and take 15, 20 seconds to set it, the game's going to be over. There's really no... It's one of the things I like about the upper levels of football now. As soon as the play is over, a play clock starts, even if it is 40 seconds, because there is no...
Yeah, these guys use
we just
10,
do
15
whatever we want.
seconds up every time.
Because, well, it's just completely up to their discretion. I mean, they could take 45 seconds if they want to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no, you can just kind of do whatever. But, but tonight, Wilmington has had plenty of opportunities in this game. The defense has just not been able to make a stop. That's really what it comes down to. Manteno stopped themselves a couple of times, but that's it. Otherwise, tonight, Wilmington has not made a defensive stand. And the one shot that Wilmington had was the 2-point conversion that they did not get. And, you know, again, I'll say don't get bent out of shape too much by this one. I mean, this is still a very young team. I still don't understand why you have him in shotgun formation either, by the way. You got the same thing happen you had before, but dropping a snap at any point. Steele's going to take it, roll right side, and he'll get back to the 40-yard line, and that's going to do it. There's no way this thing is going to get spotted in time, and Manteno is going to get the win. So the Panthers will move to 1-1 on the year, as the Wilmington Wildcats will drop to 0-1.
No, 1-1.
Or excuse me, 1-1. There's Manteno back out there on top of the ball, but there's no need to really do anything. The game's over. So that'll do it. Manteno gets the win 28-27 over Wilmington tonight. Both teams will now be at 1-1 on the year. And again, I'll just say don't get too bent out of shape by this particular one tonight. This is a very young Wilmington Wildcats team. A lot to grow on. I mean, that's some learning lessons here tonight for sure. And the Cats had a shot with that 2-point conversion, could not quite get it in, although I'm not really sure they would have stopped the offense after that anyway of Manteno. 28-27, the final. Welcome into the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair, over there in Braidwood. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get your final stats tonight. We'll get scores from around the area as well. We're back here in just a couple of minutes on the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk, Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk, Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk, Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk, Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Heroin. I am Matt Baskerville. As a funeral director in Will County, I can tell you firsthand that I have seen results of heroin overdose.
Plainfield, Shorewood, 4 dead. Lockport, 5 dead. I am Reagan Freitag. As Wilmington's local prosecutor and Will County board member, I can tell you I have seen the trouble and hardships of addictions.
Frankfort, Mokina, New Lenox, 6 dead. Bolingbrook, Romeoville, 6 dead. In Wilmington and Braidwood, heroin equals death or arrest.
Wilmington, Braidwood, 8 dead. Thanks to efforts of our local police departments, that number has dropped from 8 deaths in 2015 to 2 deaths so far in 2016.
If your family, your friend, or you are suffering from heroin addiction, there is help. Please call 815-476-1660 for more information.
Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Rinks goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
Welcome back here to the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair, over there on Braidwood, right across the street from McDonald's. Manteno wins it tonight 28-27 over Wilmington in a game that saw the Wildcats struggle defensively. I think Manteno ended up with the ball 10 times and scored 6 of them or somewhere along those lines. And the last time, they just ran out the clock, and 2 drives, they got penalties inside the red zone, which kind of stopped themselves. Other than that, Wilmington had trouble stopping Manteno all night, and really you get the feeling that they could just run outside around the ends at will with Brandon Steele, and Silva up the middle was a problem too. And those 2 guys pretty much single-handedly brought the win about for Manteno, and really Brandon Steele did. It's the last time I've seen a quarterback dominate a game without passing the football. I don't know when that was, but Brandon did it tonight. I mean, he was just electric behind center, and he just made some things happen. Wilmington had some interesting things tonight. Beautiful pass from Keaton Hopwood to set up that drive to get Wilmington back on the board to answer a score from Manteno, and then the Cats drive down the field, make it 28-27. They decide to go for 2 after an offsides call on Manteno. Wilmington elects to go to the double wing instead of the I that they had kind of been running a lot of the second half, and the double wing did not work. In fact, they didn't really barely got back to the line of scrimmage, and that kind of did it for the game here tonight, because once Manteno got the ball back, they just kind of ran the clock out, got first downs at will, and that was it. Of course, you had the feeling that they really need to get the 2 and then come up with some sort of stop if you were the Cats, and that was a tough one to kind of look for tonight, because Wilmington's defense really struggled all night with containment on the outside. Just could not seem to hold Brandon Steele inside, and when he got to the outside, he was gone. All right, final totals tonight. First of all, for the Manteno Panthers, rushing the football, Brandon Steele ran the ball 20 times for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. Stevie Silva ran the ball 10 times for 135 yards and a touchdown. On the ground tonight for Manteno, 30 rushes, 280 yards, and 3 touchdowns. When was the last time a Wilmington defense gave up close to 300 yards on the ground? I don't
know if I can remember one.
I can't remember one. Through the air, Brandon Steele was 2 of 5 for 40 yards. He had 40-yard pass to Shane Warren. That was also a touchdown. And Anthony Lopez caught a reception for 0 yards. On the night, Manteno, 320 total yards of offense, 280 of them on the ground. For Wilmington on the ground, Keaton Hopwood, 3 rushes for 0 yards. Connor Dempsey had a nice night, actually a really nice night, unbelievable almost. 26 rushes, 134 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Josh Jones ran the ball 12 times for 88 yards. He had a real nice night, too.
Yes.
Matteo Lombardi, 15 carries for 89 yards. And Cameron Harbor, 1 carry for 3 yards. Wilmington, 57 rushes tonight, 312 yards, and 4 touchdowns, which is a really good night for Wilmington. They just couldn't stop the other team.
Correct.
Through the air, the Wildcats, Keaton Hopwood, 2 of 3 passing for 48 yards, 1 39-yard strike to Connor Dempsey, and 1 9-yard pass to Josh Jones. On the night, Wilmington with 360 yards of offense. They actually outgained Manteno 360 to 320. The problem was that Wilmington had the ball from bigger chunks of the field, took up longer periods of time.
Right.
Manteno just went boom, 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 boom.
Manteno had 4 big plays and 4 touchdowns.
Well, and not only that, anytime they really needed to make a play, they just ran to the outside and made a play. The only time, honestly, the only time they were ever stopped were penalties inside the Wilmington red zone. I don't think, maybe one drive was stopped by Wilmington defensively tonight outside of those flags in the red zone. Other than that, Manteno scored every single time they got the ball until the last possession when they just kind of ran out the clock. So, we talked about this before. This team's very young. You have a sophomore quarterback. You have a junior running back out there. It's just a young team. You have a lot of new places, a lot of new faces everywhere on this field, and you're going to have to grow through some of this. You just are. For Wilmington, the town and all that, you're used to just kind of winning, and it never ends.
Yeah, Wilmington doesn't lose.
Well, the thing about this team is you're going to have to give that some growing time. Not only for this year, you might have to grow a lot of this year to get to next year. And see, it's a growth process right now. I'm not saying that you can't do anything this year. Of course you can. That can get on track. What I'm saying is it's a multi-year process at this point to really keep growing and keep putting, one foot in front of the other. Wilmington has plenty of time to get this season on track. There's a lot of growth potential here, and the Wildcats will be fine before this year is over with. But it just kind of is what it is right now.
Yeah, with that young experience on the team, the coaches likewise are trying to find out what they can use and when they can use it. We're sitting up here away from the field. We can sometimes look like using the I formation for that extra point. We sit up here, we can see that. But when you're down there with young kids and you're trying to fit this guy in here and change this over here and he's not used to this. But I put Josh Jones in there somewhere, blocking or carrying the ball. I don't care who for you. If you need 1.5 yards, nobody's going to stop that guy.
I'm right there with you. I don't think so. But, and you don't know, too, who's out of the game at that point, who might have been dinged up, who has some, and all those things change.
We have no idea. Maybe some guys, one of the linemen's got an ankle that's not working just exactly right, and you can't follow him through that hole. And
there's all kinds of stuff that we don't know up here, but the simple fact of the matter is it's game 2. Wilmington's 1-1. It's a long season. It'll be fine.
Would you realize?
Just they have to take a deep breath and kind of the team's going to have to grow up a little bit. That's just where it's at.
I think one of the nice things about the young team was this. You can find fault with it, but they took some slaps upside the head, and they never quit. They came back and scored again. Yeah. And with the exception of if they'd have scored the 2 points in that conversion, this would probably been a tie game. And that would have been what it was. So
all right, we're waiting.
Pretty good.
We're waiting for Coach Jeff Rinks as he'll be out in a minute. They went back in the locker room to have their discussion, but he'll be out here in a minute. Last check tonight of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. In the IA tonight, my goodness, Piatone must just be a steamroller this year. They're beating Streeter 53-14. Cole City and Lyle are tied at 7. Herscher and Clifton are tied at 27. Clinton leads Reed Custer 12-7. Plano defeats Harvard tonight 22-0. Westmont up on Chicago Tech 26-0. That's what we have from there. Other scores from around the area. Morris leading Washington now 14-10. Lincoln Way West 17-14 over Lincoln Way Central. Lincoln Way East 21-13 over Maine South. Plainfield South leads Joliet West 18-12. Plainfield Central 14-13 over Plainfield East. Bolingbrook over St. Charles North 21-15. Wheaton North all over Joliet Catholic 27-7. Minooka bombing Joliet Central 42-0.
Oh my.
Plainfield North leads Oswego 12-7. Romeoville on the south end of the Oswego East score. They lead at 35-0. Kankakee 27-17 over Bradley Bourbonnais. And Dwight leads Hoopston 28-8.
Go Dwight.
That's where we're at the moment. So Manteno wins it tonight 28-27 over Wilmington. We are still waiting for the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Rinks, down in the locker room right now talking to the guys after that tough loss. So we'll talk to him and then, of course, wrap things up tonight. We're back here.
When's the last time we lost a conference game at home?
Well, that wasn't a conference game. The last time we lost a regular season game.
I call it a conference game, but it's not, I guess.
Regular season game, it's
man, it goes back
I don't know.
Ways.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
And conference game, let's see, conference starts next week. That's a whole nother thing.
I forgot this is a big school we're playing.
You got to go to Piatone this year. And that's the big dog right now. I mean, they beat Manteno by, 30 last week?
Yeah.
And absolutely kind of wiping Streeter off the map tonight. So that's a whole nother. We'll worry about that when we get to that.
Yeah. We better grow up a little bit before we get that far.
Well, conference play opens next week with Westmont. Westmont is 2-0, or will be 2-0 when they come here. So, I mean, are they playing the strongest competition in the world? Probably not.
I would not think so.
I don't know. As young as this team is, and as many areas they need to grow up in, I'm not discounting anything at the moment.
We got a brand new kicker this year. When he hit the goal post with one of the extra points tonight, too, it has still been tied.
Oh.
If he hadn't done that, the score would still been tied anyway. So,
and even a couple of kickoffs, like not quite where you want them. And there's, let's face it, the kicker's a freshman, starting quarterback's a sophomore. There's a wingback that's a junior. We have guys all over the place that might be juniors or seniors, but they've never really played significant minutes on varsity before. I mean, this is a young team. That's just, I can't stress that enough. They're young. It's going to take some time. I mean, it just is.
I think they're a lot of fun to watch, boy. And there's a lot of fun to watch. And the fact that they didn't quit, they kept coming back for more. I like that idea.
They went straight to the locker room.
If he didn't, what would we do? Wait a few minutes if he didn't come?
Well, yeah, we'll wait another couple minutes and give them a chance to kind of finish things up down there. But if they don't come up real soon, then yeah, we'll wrap things up. But we will try to stick it out here. Big thank you to Warren's Collision Center for sponsoring the postgame show again tonight, like they do each and every week. As Manteno wins it tonight, 28-27. Again, some I-8 scores from around the area. Piatone 53-14 over Streeter tonight. Coal City and Lyle tied at 7. Herscher and Clifton tied at 27. Clinton leads Reed Custer 12-7. Plano 22, Harvard nothing. Westmont 26-0 over Chicago Tech. Some other area scores as well. Dwight 28-8 over Hoopston. Morris leads Washington 14-10. Dwight now 34-8 over Hoopston, so Dwight opening up that lead even more. And Herscher up now 48-28 on Clifton in the third quarter. And I guess Morris has scored again to make it 21-10. So Looks like Morris will probably get a win tonight. Dwight's going to be in the win column again. Hersher's going to be in the win column. And Coal City wins tonight 14-7 over Lyle. Well, maybe Lyle's got the goods this year. I don't know.
Looks like things are getting tougher all the time. There's Coach out there.
Well, this small division is going to be interesting this year. I think Piatone at the moment is the team to beat out of everybody. I just think they have the most experience, the most talent. They're kind of stacked top to bottom.
They're steamrolling people.
So I think that's probably the team to beat. And then, Wilmington's probably 1A to that. And then you've got Lyle, who's going to be up in the mix a little bit. Reed Custer, again, having a little bit of a rough year. Westmont also having a decent start to the year. But, again, who are they really playing? And I feel comfortable in saying Seneca probably in the end is not going to be a powerhouse either. So it's more or less going to come down to Lyle, Wilmington, and Piatone. That's really and right now Piatone looks like to be the above board favorite. I mean, I can't see anybody.
In a small group?
Yes, Piatone's on the small end, I do believe.
Oh boy, that's
I think
a tough
so.
one.
I don't have the schedule right in front of me.
Yeah,
maybe they're.
I
think they are because I think
if they are, they're going to be a tough customer to handle later on. No. And
well, if you're wondering why we're just rambling on here, we're waiting on Coach Rinks to come up here. He is back out of the locker room, by the way, talking with one or two people, and then he'll come up and talk with us. We'll be back at the end next week right here. Westmont comes to town to Rinks Stadium at Becker Field, and Westmont will be the first of the small division conference games for Wilmington. Well, and Reed Custer's woes continue. They trail Clinton 19-7. And Westmont rolling over Chicago Tech Academy. I don't.
Well, they had a decent quarterback that could throw the ball a year or so there. So maybe they've got a quarterback that can do it. But once again, I'm questioning the competition they're playing. It probably isn't the highest.
I don't think it's all that stiff at the moment. I do believe it's Westmont week 3 and Piatone week 4. That's what I think Wilmington has for it. So the conference schedule might be wrapped up by week 4, depending on who wins that game. Although Lyle has been an issue for Wilmington in the past, as
we've had really a lot of difficulty going to Lyle and playing. Seems like that place up there it's creepy to go in and play against them. Somehow it always
feels like you're in a canyon somewhere and you can't get out. It's kind of what it feels like, but it just that's a whole nother scenario.
Okay. Here comes Coach.
But
now.
Coach Reed's on his way up here to kind of talk with us to wrap things up here tonight. The Cats drop one at home for the first time in a while, at least in regular season play. But young team, and there's still plenty of room to grow and a lot of things that can happen between now and the end of the year. As Coach Jeff Rinks joins us here on the postgame show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Coach, this is a tough one tonight, especially defensively for your guys. But boy, did the offense back in that second half really come through with a couple of drives. And Keaton with a really nice pass. You go to the I formation, some things working there. But just a little bit of a struggle defensively, trying to hold down two really good players on the Manteno side of the ball.
No, I tell you what, first and foremost, give credit where credit's due. Manteno beat us up and down the field, and the Steele kid is really good, obviously. There's not too many times that you get beat both by speed and power, and we got beat by both tonight. Their offensive line did a job on our defensive line. Our offensive line did a good job to their defensive line and stuff. I thought Barry did a great job calling the game. I know. People might say, well, you kept running it tight. Well, part of that, too, is I'm telling Barry, let's keep the ball. I'm trying to maintain ball possession as much as I can because we're struggling on defense. You know, Sammy goes out Hafner real quick. You know, looks like he's got a broken collarbone.
Oh, boy.
And so that's tough. And so now we're moving guys around some. Not an excuse. That's still on me. I got to have the guys better prepared, our second group of guys that come in. One kid that really sticks out, our sophomore, Rodewald. He had a bad bruise on his leg, and he was out there limping around doing whatever he could. And, you know, it's not an effort thing. Our kids put forth effort. I think it's a little bit of a belief thing that our kids got to go through. And this is part of the process. I mean, you always hear coaches talk, well, you know what, you got to go through the process. Well, for this team this year, this is our process. We are 1-1 in non-conference play is what I just told the kids. We're still 0-0 in conference play. We are worried about one game, and that's getting to Westmont next week, and we got to have a good week of practice. And but bottom line is it's on me. I got to have the kids better prepared, and I need to look in the mirror a little bit too and do some things differently, but that's what you do over loss. And so that's what we're going to do.
Well, and the interesting thing tonight, there are so many young guys out there. We have sophomores at spots and juniors. There's seniors that haven't played significant minutes that are still getting their first look. And one of the things we talked about was, look, a game or two in, it might take 3 or 4 to get these kids kind of where they need to be and up to speed and playing that varsity type of football. So there's a lot. I mean, it's week 2. There's a lot of room for growth between now and the end of the year.
It really is. Yeah, you got to keep the big picture in mind. Right now, we're not you know, I don't know if, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of yelling in the locker room after this. It was more, let's talk this out. And where do, you know, I wanted feedback from the kids, you know, and we got some good feedback. Our kids, we got a few kids show some leadership and say, Coach, this is what's going on. And if we improve from the loss, then it is. You know, it's one thing to lose. And like, for example, last year against IC, obviously that's a tough loss. But I thought we executed a lot of things well. Tonight, right from the get-go, we're on our heels because we didn't execute. And so that comes with a young team. That's part of the process. Let's get those guys better. But no doubt about it, though, it's time to pause and take a look to see if we're doing things right.
The one thing that's really not, I know we talked about this schedule this year, but that's really nice for a young team. You come back here at home next week, open up that conference schedule against Westmont. There's not a lot of these road games trying to figure out things, you know, away from here. You get to stay right here and go right into another one next week. I think that's a huge benefit for this year.
No, it's time for us. Yeah, we got to get our feet on the ground and go through some things. But tough night tonight. Something comes up tomorrow, and like I just said, the newspaper, if this is the worst thing that happens to our kids in the next couple of years, then, boy, I tell you, they're doing pretty good. And so we got to remember it's just a football game. Do we put a lot of effort and pride and everything into it? Boy, we sure do. But they're kids, and we're going to try to get them better.
All right, Coach. We'll talk to you again before the game next week against Westmont.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
All right. Coach Jeff Rinks joined us here on the postgame show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. As we wrap up this one here tonight. I mean, it's a tough loss for Wilmington, but, you know, you got a bunch of home games here to kind of get some things righted and point in the right direction. We got sophomores, juniors, seniors that haven't played a whole lot. They're all out there. They're trying to figure things out as they go.
Yeah.
And
this hasn't caught us by surprise. We knew that coming.
No, I'm pretty sure everybody here kind of knows that you have to put people in spots, and you might have to change those spots after a week or two. When you have sophomores starting at the varsity level, that you're going to have some growing pains. You're going to start.
And that sophomore starting as a quarterback, it's going to run the entire offense. But he did a fantastic job.
And Rodewald is out there. You just got a trade. The kicker he's a freshman. So you just have a young team. That's
good. We'll look forward to what happens next week.
I do. I look forward to the growth potential of this team this year going into next year. I think there's big things ahead here, but you just kind of have to be a little patient at the moment.
That guy we just left here, Coach. Fantastic.
Yep. You just got to be a little patient.
Fantastic.
So, all right, that'll do it tonight. 28-27 is the win for Manteno. We'll be back here next week. Westmont will be here to open up the small division of the I-8 conference schedule, and we will see you then. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you for joining us across the network tonight. We do appreciate it. We'll see you next week. You've been listening to Wilmington Wildcats Football.